Hello everyone, this is the Desert Cardinal here, coming to you from El Paso, Texas. My name is Paul West. Um, I guess it's been almost 4 weeks since I've done a video, and I apologize for that. Um, I have a heart condition. Um, it's not a big deal kind of thing. I mean, yeah, it's when it's your heart, it's a big deal, but it's easily solved. And I underwent a procedure to fix it, and the procedure didn't work. And my wife was out of town in Germany for a while, and I had my youngest son here, and so I wasn't able to, really make some time to focus on a good video. And my apologies to my subscribers that have been following me, and I'm hoping to get back up into a routine again. Um, and so, uh, from my previous videos, I kind of like to have a theme, and it's just the theme would be, you know, going through the hard times, and what are some coping skills and things like that you do to help you when you're going through a hard time. I'd like to hear some feedback on the channel um, about things like when you're going through something. What do you do? Um, I know for me, I tend to isolate myself, which isn't good, and so I'm trying to make up for that with some friends that I have online that I talk to, so I'm not completely isolated. And I hang out with my family, and they're real supportive and fun to be with. And I try listening to music and um, doing like breathing exercises and like guided visualizations like you can get from YouTube. So during this time, this is a channel primarily focused on um, mental health and mental illness, and breaking the stigma, and what do you do, how do you handle things, and I'm still dealing with hallucinations. And it's become such a part of me that it's almost like I don't know how to describe it. I hallucinate, and uh, at night it's bad if I'm driving. Um, During the day, if I put my headphones in and I listen on my headphones, that helps. Uh, Watching a TV show or something, watching Netflix, something on Netflix, that helps. And just trying to connect with other people um, is ultimately the best thing, and it's the worst thing that I do because I don't do it the way I should probably. And I just want to say thank you to everybody because Even when I wasn't making the videos, there were videos still being watched. Um, and I'm up to 83, 833 views. And I'm saying too much. There go. You can't win. Uh, that's the way it's been for me. It's just, my mind is just kind of in a bowl of jelly and jello or whatever. It's been a road, but I heard President Obama, and whether you agree with the politics or not, um, he was talking about it um, that uh, service for the police officers that were shot, and President Obama was talking about, you know, you know, when we start going through hard times, we need to um, persevere, and as we persevere, um, we develop character, and developing character, we we end up having hope, and and that's from the book of James in the Bible. Um, but it's so true. It's like, if we go through something, and 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 we stay faithful to what we know to be true, and we stay faithful to ourselves, the Shakespeare quote, to thine own self be true. Um, you know, if we stay true to that, true to ourselves, then we do develop character, because it strengthens something inside of us when we know, when we face hard times, that it's going to be okay. And that's the character part, and that's the cool part, because the older you get, the more of those experiences you have. And I turned 50 this year, and looking back over my life, you know I can see that it's it was the hardest times that I went through were the best times of change, and developing my character. And I believe me, I have a laundry list of 1,000 different things I've been through. Um, but those are the things that have contributed to the person that I am now. And I like myself. I like Paul. I like my sense of humor. I like my quick wit. I like my compassion. I like my mercy that I have, the love that I have, and I like the ability to teach. That I have, and you know, it's taken many many years to come to a place where I can embrace myself and say, Paul, you know what? I really love you, and it's at that moment when we're truly able to love everyone around us as well, because we can love ourselves, we can give ourselves a break, and we can give each other a break. And really, it was quite profound, some of what was said at that service for the Dallas police officers, and that the change has to happen in our heart. We have to have a heart change, and that's so true, just in so many areas of our life. And I think when you struggle with mental illness, you know, the the thing that we probably have the hardest time is being nice or being good to ourselves. I think we are our own worst enemies. I know I am my own worst enemy. Um, And if we can get through all of the hurdles and all the walls that we've put up around ourselves, and kind of just lay ourselves open, um, we're not only loving ourselves, but we're giving ourselves the ability to love other people. And the 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 love that's in me is the love that's in my wife, and the love that's in me is the love that's in my kids, and the love in my kids is the love that's in their hearts for their friends. And and it's a universal truth, that love does multiply. And that's one thing my mom, who passed away last year, that was one of the things that she taught me so well, was that love always multiplies, it never divides. And 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 I think for those of us that struggle with mental illness, like myself, I struggle with bipolar disorder, PTSD, generalized anxiety disorder, um, the 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 psychosis, as far as the hallucinations and the voices go. Um, for us, we have to come to that place of love, and sometimes it's a hard place to get to, because we have a lot of our own issues to go through in order to get to that place. But it's like Obama said at that service. If we persevere, we develop our character, and when we've developed our character, that produces hope, and that's so true. Um, I can look and I can honestly say, I'm hopeful for the future. I absolutely hate what I'm going through right now, but um, I've lived long enough now. I can look back on my life and say, this isn't going to last forever. You know, it's it's going to be okay. And I wouldn't tell that to somebody that's going through something, um, because it just comes off as like, it's going to be okay. This too shall pass. Blah 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 blah. No, I don't. I would never do that. But for me, I can tell myself though that, hey, you know what, Paul, what you're going through right now, it's not going to last forever. There's an end to it, and the light at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel is not an oncoming train. And that's the way I used to think, and that's the way I used to believe. I used to think that God really hated me, and that He wanted me to be miserable. And I don't think that way anymore now. And so, uh, my email is uh, desertrainbow66 at gmail.com. Desertrainbow66 gmail.com. And you can find me on Facebook. My name is Paul West. And I keep saying, sorry. Um, yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And I said it again. Yeah. Um, there I go again. Oh my God. um, oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, goodness gracious. It's good to see you guys again on YouTube. And hit me up if you need to talk. Thank you. God bless.